Philadelphia, make some noise for the one and only Alan Tudyk!
Hello, Philadelphia! Hello.
I honestly believe Resident Alien might be one of the funniest shows on television.
Oh, wow. Thank you, man. Thank you.
I'm very curious because after watching it, I've had conversations with people where I feel like it was a role that was written specifically for you.
It was not. They had, according to Chris Sheridan, who is the creator of the television show off of the graphic novel, they had auditioned over 100 people to play that role, and which made me question my agents. I mean, and also the casting director. Well, I mean, you couldn't have brought me in sooner.
Has there been any word yet on a season 4?
There has not, and you know, I know it's tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky. It's it's tricky. I don't know what else to say. It's tricky. We're on Sci-Fi, and I had suggested. I don't know if anybody saw this interview. I had suggested that Sci-Fi is not a typical network, but it's a front for possible illicit activities. I don't want to get into what it is, whether it's drugs or human trafficking. I don't know. I'm not saying that. Maybe it's just designer handbags. It could be something like that. But you know, cable is dying, so it would, you know.
The first 2 seasons are now on Netflix, so
yes.
they can be streamed. So for anybody who hasn't seen it, if you have Netflix, now you can go and watch the first 2 seasons.
Yes.
And hopefully the 3rd season will be added relatively soon. And it seems like a lot of shows tend to find a new life when that happens, because they find a new audience.
Right. But that is distribution versus production. And it all becomes very boring very fast, and it has to blah, blah, blah. But hopefully, we're hopeful. The great thing is that a lot of people have found it, and it's been done really well on Netflix. And that just makes it harder for it to go away, you know, because there's going to be somebody, one of those big money bags people up there, up in production, who goes, people like it, so we can probably make money off of it. I don't know why they have this accent, but they do. Look here, this alien thing's got money coming out of it. Let's take it, let's drill for oil in the alien show. And so hopefully it'll get picked up. We're all very keen to make more of them.
You seem to kind of float more towards comedic roles. Is there a reason for that? Is it just something you prefer over anything else?
In Hollywood, a lot of times you get cast for the last thing you did. God, this is loud. The last thing you did. So if you've done a comedy, when somebody's casting a comedy, they'll go, oh, that guy made me laugh, or that woman made me laugh, so I'm going to cast them. You know, they have you in mind for that. The same thing goes for science fiction. You know, I've done a lot of science fiction, and that came from Firefly. All of it started there. Yeah. My whole, you know, I did a lot of things before Firefly, but Firefly changed my life in such a positive way. And what's that? Yours too? That's very nice.
I mean, there's been a couple roles here and there that you've done. I know as a podcaster, I did an episode of Top 5 Favorite Baseball Films, and one of those films I had went and watched was 42, in which you're in, which is a very different role.
Not a funny role.
No, not at all.
If you know this movie, it's 42 is about Jackie Robinson breaking the race barrier in professional baseball. And I was the Phillies manager.
He was the Phillies manager. I was trying not to mention that part.
And he was a real guy who was really racist. And in a movie of racists, he's the most racist. So Chadwick Boseman was the lead, and so I did get to meet him, and yeah, he was amazing, and work with him a little bit. Although, because we had such a contentious relationship in the story, we met, and he was like, we're not going to hang out. I was like, yeah, I get that. Yeah. And but he gave me such a hug after it was over, which if you haven't seen it and you're okay to watch that kind of thing, it is a great historical story. Also Mr. Harrison Ford in there.
Yes.
Another pretty, he's done some sci-fi. I can't remember.
Just
anyway,
a couple things.
Something.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was, but I
very
feel like
memorable.
I've seen him in a sci-fi thing. Yeah. So I did do that, yeah.
What was it like for you getting to enter into that universe, into the Star Wars universe?
It was cool to be in a Star Wars movie. I wasn't going to do it, which just shows what an idiot I am. I mean, I truly stupid. I do want to say about the questions. If you have a question, I do this. You get whoever asks a question, I will give you something from my bag of crap. Now, a lot of this is just crap. And this bag of crap is even crappier than most bags of crap because I've been working and I came here from a job, so I didn't, usually when I'm just coming straight to one of these, I'll get some stuff from, I have some stuff that is better than others, but mostly it's just crap. And so just know you'll get some crap. Yeah, it's good stuff, except that it's crappy. Okay, what were you going to ask? Sorry, man.
So no, it's fine. So I'm a huge fan, still to this day, of Robin Williams. And I'm just curious if maybe you can kind of share a story of what it was like working with him on the set of Patch Adams.
Oh, it's so awesome. So it was my first big movie job, and I was friendly with Michael G. Oh, sorry, my voice. Michael Jeter. He was in it. He played. You may remember from The Green Mile. He was the one with the mouse. He was in this movie as well, and he was also a great Broadway performer. Yeah, he was fantastic in The Hotel. Anyway. So he and I had become friendly during the shoot. I'm in it just for a short moment in the movie, but I was there for a few days shooting that in the insane asylum. And he was sitting by the window, and I came over, and we were just like waiting around for, like you do on movies, you wait around a lot, and said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "Oh, I'm just looking out this window." And he had this voice. I said, "Whoa, what you looking at?" And he said, "Not quite sure. My right eye crossed about an hour ago, and now I'm just trying to get it back out." And I was like, "Oh, well, maybe if I slap at your face." And then Robin Williams came over, and he goes, "What are we talking about?" And he did the voice, and so we were all doing these weird voices, and then it morphed into a different voice, and it morphed into a different voice, and we went around and around and around. And it was a moment where I was there experiencing my life, but I was also outside of my body, standing next to me going, "Do you see what's happening right now? Oh my gosh." Because I was doing characters and voices that I had learned from Robin Williams, watching Robin Williams growing up. And then I was getting to play with him, and he just liked to play. He was fun, he liked having fun and enjoyed being on set. And oh my gosh, it was one of the best things ever. One of the best things ever. And now both of those guys, yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that, though. I appreciate that personally.
Thank you.
In Resident Alien, what human experience or activity would you personally like Harry to experience that we haven't seen yet?
Oh, this is a good question. I'm looking for my pens. I have pens. I'm going to need to sign. Oh, there we go. What activity has he done that he hasn't? Boy. No, I don't want him to ski. That's for sure. I'm trying to think because we're out on the mountain. I don't like skiing. I made a deal with God. If he let me off a mountain one time without breaking my leg, that I would never put on skis again, and he did. And I'm keeping up my end of the bargain. So ice skating would be fun. A pie eating contest. Oh, that would just be swell. Okay, this. Thank you for the question.
Thank you.
This
You can come on up for your for your crap.
for your crap. This is from my hotel. These are some cotton swabs.
Out of all your roles, which one have you connected with the most?
Ooh, Wash from Firefly. I don't in my life fly a spaceship, and it took me a while to come to terms with that. But at the time, I drove a little fast silver car, and I really felt, I don't know, I was way into the role. Plus, he's a smart ass, which I kind of am, still to this day. And also when they would, I'm married to a wonderful woman, and who I would never challenge in a fist fight. I mean, you don't want to fist, anyway, it doesn't matter. That was just fisting, anyway. But that, when there was a fight, he was like, you know, they're like, we could kill him, we could ambush him, we could do this, we could do that. And I'm like, can't we just run? Why don't we just, why does there have to be killing and shooting? I like running, let's run, no one gets shot. And that would be me in a fight. So let me give you this. This is from, oh, this is not from this hotel. This is from a different hotel. This is from the Park Hyatt, New York. Oh, yeah. Very overly expensive. This is a loofah pad. Oh, there you are. You can slough off dead skin with that. Off you and off others. It's all... Enjoy that.
Hi, my name's Rose, and my question is, out of all of the Disney films that you've done, what would you say is your favorite voice?
Oh, it's gotta be King Candy. Because he was the first one that I ever did for them. And they said, well, you should come back and do another voice then. Also, there was when we did the read-through, so I got cast out of a read-through. Somebody was supposed to do the voice and they fell out, and I got brought in, and we flew up to Pixar, up to San Francisco. And it was Sarah Silverman was there, but we didn't have John C. Reilly yet. So there was another guy doing Wreck-It Ralph, another actor that will go unnamed. But I remember it started out, and I was talking about the roster race, and he turned to me and he said, "Are you going to do it like that?" And I said, "Yeah, yeah, they asked me to, yeah." Like, that was rude. Anyway, he did not end up in the movie. So, okay, oh gosh, what to give you? I don't know, that's all so crappy. Oh, look here. I was just in New York, and I saw this great play called Stereophonic. So, I'm not in this play, but that's me signing that playbill. Okay, so she went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We met in Cleveland about 3 weeks ago. And she's giving me her piece of crap bracelet. Signed, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Cheers.
How often does that happen?
Never, that's the first time. Thank you.
Out of all the television series that you've done,
Yes.
if there was one that you could go back to and get one more season out of, which I obviously...
That's a loaded question.
Okay, so the stipulation is besides Firefly, because I think we would all...
We'd all want Firefly.
We all would want that. Besides that one, what's another series? Personally, I feel like Powerless would be a...
Powerless.
One.
Yeah, well, Powerless, So Powerless was a show that maybe a lot of people haven't seen because it was on at it just kind of. It was a weird show, but it's the same guys who made Powerless make Harley Quinn. So I ended up, working with them there. But yeah, we were in the DC universe, but they wouldn't let us use any really good superheroes. So we were using a lot of lesser superheroes. Anyway, it would have been fun. We finally kind of figured it out towards the end. There was a great episode where Superman. So we run we invent things for superheroes basically, or something. I don't remember. Research and development for like things for Batman. And I was a Wayne. I was his loser Wayne. I was a loser Wayne. The Wayne who didn't do very well. And Lois Lane dies. And it's on the news, and they're like, oh my God, Lois Lane died. And only one person in the office goes, yes! Oh God, yes! Lois Lane is dead! You know what that means, don't you? We're like, what is wrong with you? He goes, well, there are some people who believe that Lois Lane has died before, and Superman was so upset that he flew around the earth really fast, and it went backwards and reversed time because that's how time works. Like an old VHS tape. And so it's just a do what you want day. It's a gimme day because Superman's going to rewind this day and it's not going to exist. So you can do whatever you want. And so everybody does whatever they want, but then Lois Lane's funeral's on TV and Superman shows up with a new girlfriend. We're like, oh no, this is real. He's not going to reverse it. So anyway. All right, this is a spoon. That's a spoon. Thank you. It's a plastic spoon. Enjoy that spoon. All right.
Thank you so much for this. This was just an absolute
I didn't even get
pleasure.
to give away this. This is for ice. But you can put anything in it.
It's it's
jewelry.
multi-usal.
You can put like you can put like your Merkin in here, a Fabergé egg. I'll sign it and I'll just leave it up here.
Oh, it's going to be a free-for-all to come up on this stage to try and get that. Alan, thank you so much for spending this time with me, with all these wonderful people.
Cheers, thank you.
One more round of applause for Alan Tudyk.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.